Hello guys, welcome to another video. Today I want to try to make a video in English because I think it's a common thing to know how to fix or how to change the intercooler from a Suzuki Vitara. And yeah, my English isn't perfect, but I think with the video you will learn, or you understood how to change the cooler. It's my first time to change the cooler on a Suzuki Vitara, but I think we will manage it. And yeah, solving problems in Upper Austria is to drink beer by work, and have a look at the problem, and then we will start here. Okay, the problem is the cooler from this car. Okay, there's no light. Why is there no light? Maybe we can put the light on. No, there's no light. Okay, the problem is the cooler of this car is leaking at the right corner. Something else there in the bottom, and yeah, it's leaking a lot. And in this tank there is no cooling fluid left, so normally there is half of this container full of cooling liquid, and here there's nothing left, or only a bit here. And so we try to change this cooler. Therefore I have bought a new one, because I'm not a big fan from this liquid cooling stuff you can put into your cooler, and hopefully it will not leaking for 50 kilometers and then it's leaking again. So I spent up to 200 euros in a new cooler. So yeah, first of all we disassemble all this stuff here, maybe also the air intake and all these clamps and holding devices. Yeah, let's try and we will see. Yeah, at the moment I've just removed a few things, and now you have a look at the leaking position. Here you can see it's already wet. I try to keep my headlight in the right position, and there you can see it's all over wet. And this is the cooler. It's a aluminium cooler with a plastic top, and here you see a lot of clamps. And I think the connection between the plastic part and the aluminium part is leaking. So yeah, a whole of screws and cables and hoses to remove, but I think 3 or 4 hours it's all done. By the way, I will flush the whole system with a mild acid. I have to search for the acid. I don't know the English word. In German it's Essigsäure, to flush the system. Then again with clear water, and then I will remove the water and keep the fresh cooler fluid into the whole system. Then I try to start it, run for a few minutes, to get the air out, and then hopefully no leaking again, and yeah, then it's done. If the video was titled as how to change the cooler by a Russian car, the whole video would be around 20 or 30 minutes, because it's maybe 4 screws and 2 hoses. And when you title your video how to change the cooler from a Suzuki Grand Vitara, yeah, you have to handle around, I think now it would be 6 hours. At the moment I try to remove the front bumper, but there is a little issue because there's a screw left. Okay, at the moment I've removed the front bumper and loosening some stocking bolts, you can see, and yeah, there's a lot of corrosion because I think the intercooler is still leaking for a whole time, for a long time, and here there's a lot of corrosion, and you see a lot of spots where old leaking signs are visible. So I think the intercooler is still leaking for a long time, yeah. So now I hooked up the for the cooler. I don't know the word for the Klimaanlage at the moment. So I hooked up the condensator for the. Yeah, it's a little bit funny because I don't know the exact word. So it's for the Klimaanlage, der Kompressor, and I hooked it up with some cable ties. So now maybe I'm able to remove the electric ventilators, but at first I have to remove these clamps. It's for the intake cooling, and then I have to remove this pipe. So then maybe I can handle this to take it out. Yeah, hopefully. It's a lot of work. It's a nightmare. Okay, at the moment I make a little break because I have opened the valve to empty the cooling system. And yeah, I removed the electrical fans. It was a good idea to remove this the pipe from the turbo intake, and yeah, I removed the electrical cooler, and yeah, I will take this little break to make a little summary how to remove the cooler. First of all, remove all the tanks in front of there. This is the steering liquid, and there was the cooler tank. There's the intake housing. Then you have to remove the front bumper because you have a lot of screws in front of there. These tools and the other tools, and yeah, then loosening the mountings for the for this cooler, and hang it up with some cable ties. And yeah, the next step will be to disconnect these two hoses, and this one. Okay, this one, and then I think it's still empty. Okay, I've removed the cooler. At the end it was a very easy thing. Just disconnect these two hoses on the bottom and then lift it out on this side at first, and then you can slip it out here, all out of these hoses. And here it is. This is the old one, and now you can see there are a lot of leaks in the top, there, yeah, all over, all around, and it's full of dust. Yeah, it seems it's never been cleaned or something else, and yeah. And now I try to install the new cooler without damaging this net. And yeah, I will clean all these rubbers and yeah, take a little care for them. I have a rubber cleaning solution with me. There is it. There is it. I like it. So it's a plastic cleaner, and it's for all plastic parts and also rubber. And yeah, I like to treat all the rubbers with this. And yeah, at the bottom I want to change the shells. I've also take mine to these shells. Hopefully they're big enough. If not, I have a problem, so I can't finish this. But I think there might be a. I think yeah, this one looks good. I think it's stainless steel, and I will mount it on the left side. Yeah, then reassemble, and yeah, see you in 1 hour.